Alright, well, it looks like it's time for another voiceover video. Haven't done one in a while. I don't know what stopped me, but yeah, let's keep going. For all the videos that I post because of entertainment, I need to add a little education in there as well. So that brings us to why CP-2816 is the best Class 1 steam locomotive of all time. Just kidding, that wouldn't be very educational, would it? Okay, what this video is really about is every single Metra line explained in detail. But hold up, you might be thinking, I already did this. But if you check my YouTube channel, you'll notice that the video isn't even there anymore. So I'm gonna make another one, part 2, here we go. So first of all, let's take a look at the system map with all the stations and all of the lines. And the order I'm going in is from south to north. Let's start off with the Metra Electric District, going all the way from Chicago to University Park. You'll notice that there's two split-offs, one going to Blue Island and the other almost touching the border of Indiana. This Metra line runs by the Illinois Central Railroad. Oh wait, it got bought out by CN? Never mind, CN owns it now. I'm still surprised I see Illinois Central locomotives running on there a lot. Anyways, this Metra line is accompanied by Amtrak Saluki, Amtrak Illini, and Amtrak City of New Orleans trains. And here's an average Metra electric train. On to the next Metra line. Ah yes, the Rock Island District. The Metra line with only 2 freight trains running on it daily. Well, actually that doesn't matter because we're only talking about Metra today. The Metro Rock Island District is the train line going from Chicago, LaSalle Street Station, to Joliet. You can see there is a little split off here that goes to the Beverly neighborhood in Chicago. And along this Metro line runs the Iowa Interstate trains and weekly CSX trains. And here's an average Metro train on the Rock Island District. And up next is the Southwest service, going from Chicago to Manhattan, Illinois. I don't believe any freights run on this line. Maybe like one Norfolk Southern train every year, but I don't know. I do know that it used to belong to the Wabash Railroad. And here's an average Southwest service Metro train. Alrighty, moving on to the Heritage Corridor, from Chicago to Joliet. Okay, here's a problem that I have with the Heritage Corridor. It only has 3 round trips a day. That's only like 6 pass-bys. Anyways, this line runs by Union Pacific freight trains and CN freight trains. And it also runs by the Amtrak Texas Eagle and Chicago to St. Louis services. And here's an average Heritage Corridor train. Oh yes, the BNSF racetrack. It goes from Chicago to Aurora, used to belong to the BNSF Burlington and Quincy Railroad, but now it just belongs to BNSF. And it runs alongside the Amtrak California Zephyr, the Amtrak Southwest Chief, the Amtrak Illinois Zephyr, and the Amtrak Carl Sandburg. I actually really like the BNSF racetrack because you got BNSF trains and Amtrak trains and Metra... Okay, I take it back. Okay, now we have the Union Pacific West line going from Chicago to Elburn. And also running on this line are Union Pacific trains. This line is one of 3 Union Pacific Metra lines that run out of Ogilvie Transportation Center. It's crazy how many trains arrive and depart at that one station. Never mind, Union Station is way bigger. Alright, back to Metra. This is the Milwaukee District West line from Chicago to Big Timber, and it used to be owned by the Milwaukee Road, but now it's just owned by CP, or CPKC. And here's an average Milwaukee District West Metra train. Next up, the NCS Metra line, which goes from Chicago to Antioch. This Metra line used to be owned by the Sioux line, but is now owned by CN. And here's an average NCS Metra train. Yeah, I didn't talk much about this line, but it's not really that interesting. Alright, this is the second Metra Union Pacific line. This is the Union Pacific Northwest line, going from Chicago to Harvard. And there's a split off to McHenry. Not a lot of Union Pacific freight trains go by that line. I think only 2 or 3 a day. I don't know, I haven't spent much time in that line. But here's an average Metra train on that line. Alright, the Milwaukee District North line, which goes from Chicago to Fox Lake. Again, this railroad used to be owned by the Milwaukee Road, but is now owned by CP. Along this line runs Amtraks, those including the Amtrak Hiawatha, Amtrak Empire Builder, and the all-new Amtrak Borealis. And here's an average Metra train on the Milwaukee District North. And the last line on our list is the Union Pacific North line. It literally goes from Chicago to Kenosha, which is in Wisconsin. I don't think any freight trains are on this line, maybe one every month, but I don't spend much time on the Union Pacific line, so I don't really know. Well, you've made it to the end of the video. If If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already.